So today we will begin energy. So what is energy? Now, yes, what do you mean by energy? Yes, Tejaswini. What is energy? So energy, we know that it is the capacity of doing work. Capacity of doing work. As we know that a system, a appliance, a machine can perform as much work as the energy possessed by it. If you are having more energy, then you are having more capacity of doing work. So energy and work both are related. A system can perform, a machine can perform more amount of work if more energy is supplied to that system or that machine. Now here we will mainly discuss about the mechanical energy. What are the two forms of the mechanical energy? As we know that there are the numerous forms of energy: kinetic energy, potential energy, heat energy, light energy, sound energy, geothermal energy. There are numerous forms of energy. What are the two forms of the mechanical energy? Can you name two forms of mechanical energy? So two forms of the mechanical energy is, one is kinetic energy and other is potential energy. You must have heard about this and you must be knowing the formula of these. It's clear. Now what is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy means it is the energy possessed by any moving body. Energy which is possessed by any moving body is called the kinetic energy. Open the windows. It is the energy possessed by any moving body. By a moving body. It's clear. For example, what is the kinetic energy of this table? Zero, because it is not moving. It is possessed only by the moving body. Suppose if there is any body of mass m moving with a velocity v, what will be the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy, symbol of kinetic energy is K. What will be the kinetic energy? If a body of mass m is moving with a velocity v, then kinetic energy will be given by 1 upon 2 m into v square. K equals to m 1 upon 2 m into v square. This is the formula of the kinetic energy. Now see here, we will derive this formula. So see here, as we know that what is energy? It is the capacity of doing work. Means energy will be equal to the work done. If there is any body of mass m and it is moving with a velocity v, it has achieved some velocity v by applying some force F. On applying force F, it has achieved with the velocity v. So what will be the kinetic energy? That I have told, it is equal to 1 upon 2 m into v square. Suppose when the force F is applied up to the distance s, here it covers a distance s in the direction of force. Here it was at rest, u was 0. Now here it achieves the velocity v. It's clear? So the work done will be equal to the kinetic energy. What is the kinetic energy achieved by? How will you find? It is the amount of work done in imparting that much velocity to the body. बॉडी को वो वेलोसिटी इम्पार्ट करने में जितना वर्क किया गया है, दैट विल बी इक्वल टू द kinetic energy. That will be equal to the kinetic energy. How will you find that work? Suppose the work done over a infinitesimally small displacement, it is given by dw equals to f into ds. Here we have simply written f into ds. Why? Because the body is displacing in the direction of force. Body is displacing in the direction of force. It is clear? If on applying force F, acceleration produced is a, then we can write this as m into a into ds. It is clear? What is A? A is the rate of change of velocity. A is what? It is the rate of change of velocity, delta V upon delta t. But in calculus we write it as dV upon dt. In calculus we write it as, calculus means calculus we apply over a infinitesimally small displacement. Calculus we apply over a infinitesimally small time interval. जब भी कोई इन्फिनिटेसिमली स्मॉल थिंग होगी तो उसमें हम कैलकुलस इन्वॉल्व करेंगे. इट्स क्लियर. सो सी हियर A इक्वल्स टू dV अपॉन dt. सो यू कैन राइट इट हियर. इट इज m इंटू dV अपॉन dt into ds. Now you rearrange the term. On rearranging the term, what will you get? When you will rearrange the term, you can see here dW equals to, it is the amount of work done on when a force F is applied and body displaces by an infinitesimally small distance ds. Over this displacement, what will be the amount of work? It is given by this. So see here, you rearrange the term. Here m into dV into ds and dt you write in the denominator of ds. dt जो पहले dv के डिनोमिनेटर में लिखा था, now it has been written here. What is ds upon dt? It is the rate of change of, s means displacement, s means displacement. It is the rate of change of displacement. And what is the rate of change of displacement? ds upon dt is equal to v. So we can write dw equals to m into v into dv. In place of ds upon dt you write down v. So dw equals to m into v into dv. So what will be the work done? Work done in imparting velocity v, velocity v to the body from rest, from rest. What will be the work done in imparting velocity v to the body from rest? So you can integrate. On integrating, what will you get? Integral dw equals to integral m into v into dv. Here you can see it has been integrated with respect to velocity, and velocity is increasing from where to where? From 0 to v. So we will put the limit of velocity 0 to v. Now m is constant. What is integral dw? Integral dw will be equal to w. M is constant, so you can take it out. It is integral v dv from 0 to v. And if you see here, what will be integral v dv? So as you know that this is one formula, integral x dx. Integral x dx is equal to x square upon 2. It's clear. So integral v dv will be equal to what? What will be integral v dv? क्या होगा? It will be equal to m integral v dv will be v square upon 2. Limit is from where to where? 0 to v. Now you substitute the limit. So it will be m, when you will substitute, v square upon 2 minus 0 square upon 2. Its value, जब velocity क्या है? v है, माइनस its value at the lower limit में velocity क्या है? 0 है. आए समझे? So when you will simplify, what will you do? What will you get? mv square upon 2. It's clear. Means work done comes out equal to this. Work done comes out equals to this. So what will be the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy will be equal to 1 upon 2 m into V square. So the derivation is not very important, but here formula is important. If the body of mass m is moving with a velocity v, then what will be the kinetic energy of that body? K equals to 1/2 m into v square. Now in imparting this much velocity to the body, here force may be constant or force may be variable. Any type of force you can apply. It's clear? चाहे हम कांस्टेंट फोर्स लगाए या वेरिएबल फोर्स लगाए, इफ द बॉडी हैज अचीव्ड दिस मच वेलोसिटी, इट्स काइनेटिक एनर्जी विल बी दैट मच, 1/2 m into v square. Now we can write this expression of kinetic energy in terms of momentum. Already I have told what is momentum. It is the total motion contained in any moving body. Total motion contained in any moving body. P equals to m into v. It's clear? So when you will write it, K equals to 1/2 mv square, you write down m square v square upon m. M square v square upon m. Now see here, what will be this? It will be mv ka whole square upon 2m. What is mv? Momentum, that is K equals to P square upon 2m. This is the formula of kinetic energy in terms of momentum. This you write down. It's clear? Formula of kinetic energy in terms of momentum. Now see here, if we find out the formula of momentum from here, so P square equals to 2mk. So what will be P? It will be square root 2mk. If we draw a graph of P versus K, एक अगर हम ग्राफ ड्रा करें P versus K का, then what will be the shape of this graph? It will be something like this. Here it will be something like a curve like this, parabolic curve. It's clear? It will be like this. Graph of P versus K. Now after this, work energy theorem. Work energy theorem. So you can write down work done by the conservative force. As we know that conservative force do not cause any loss of energy. Conservative force में कोई loss of energy नहीं होता है. While in the frictional force, which is a non-conservative force, it causes the loss of energy. In frictional force, suppose if this is a smooth surface, here you can see on the diagram board, here this is a smooth surface. And if you take a body from here to here, suppose 100 joule work is done. अब अगर यही सरफेस क्या हो, रफ हो, इट इज ए फ्रिक्शनल सरफेस, देयर इज सम फ्रिक्शन इन बिटवीन द बॉडी एंड सरफेस, देन व्हाट विल बी द वर्क डन इन डिस्प्लेसिंग बाय द सेम डिस्टेंस? इट विल बी मोर देन 100 जूल. Work done will be more than 100 joule. Suppose it is 120 joule. What will happen? Here still the work done in displacing from here to here will be 100 joule. But the 20 joule has wasted in overcoming the friction. 20 joule has wasted in overcoming the friction. Friction is a non-conservative force which causes the loss of energy. It's clear? So write down work energy theorem. According to the work energy theorem, work done by a conservative force, work done by a conservative force is equal to change in kinetic energy, is equal to change in kinetic energy, and change may be, it may be increase as well as it can decrease. Work done by a conservative force is equal to change in kinetic energy. Symbolically we write it as W equals to delta K. Now see here, suppose there is a body of mass m is having the velocity u. Let at this instant when its velocity is u, a force F is applied on it up to a distance s. Force F is applied on the body up to a distance s in the direction of force. It's clear? Force is acting in the direction of displacement. Let after covering a distance s, it acquires a velocity v. Means here this is a body which is moving with a velocity u. Now some force F is applied up to a distance s. After covering this distance in the direction of force, it acquires a velocity v. So in which case velocity will be more? Here it will be more, in initial position it will be more, or it will be more in the final position. In the final position, because the force is acting in the direction of displacement. What will be the change of kinetic energy? So if you see here kinetic energy will be 1 upon 2 m into v square. Here kinetic energy is 1 upon 2 m into u square. What is the change of kinetic energy? Kf minus Ki. It will be equal to the work done, that is equal to 1 upon 2 m v square minus 1 upon 2 m u square equals to F into S. It will be equal to F into S. It's clear? You note down this. Since here there is no loss of energy, therefore whole amount of work done will store in the form of kinetic energy. It will increase to the kinetic energy. Now see here this force is accelerating force, but suppose the force is retarding, it is acting opposite to the direction of displacement. Suppose this force is conservative as well as retarding force, then what will happen? In which case energy will be more? So energy will be more in the initial state. Why? Because the force is retarding, therefore it will cause decrease in speed. Speed will decrease, and speed will decrease, then here Ki will be more, Kf will be less. What will be the change? Change will be 1 upon 2 m into u square minus 1 upon 2 m into v square. It's clear? That's why we write in this form. W equals to delta K. Delta K, it is the change of kinetic energy. Change is always bigger minus smaller. Whichever is bigger, that minus smaller. It is clear? So how will you do this? So just now you have seen in the derivation of kinetic energy, you have got this expression. dW equals to m into v into dv. It's clear? In that case, in the derivation of kinetic energy, we have assumed that body is imparted velocity v from rest. Its velocity increasing from 0 to v. But now we have assumed that the velocity increases from u to v. It's clear? So it will be equal to w. M you can take out common, integral v dv from u to v. It will be equal to m v square upon 2 from u to v. When you will simplify, what will happen? It will be w equals to 1 upon 2 m into v square minus 1 upon 2 m into u square. What is half mv square? It is the kinetic energy in the final state. It is the kinetic energy in final state. Kf minus ki, that is equals to delta k. It is equal to delta k. So you write down. So see here, if work is done on the body, then its kinetic energy will increase. Kf will be more than Ki. But if work is done by the body, then what will happen? Kinetic energy will decrease. Work is done by the body, it will be a negative work. And if the work is negative, then kinetic energy will decrease. In the final position, kinetic energy will be less, and in initial position, it will be more. Now, after this, we will see potential energy. Potential energy is another form of mechanical energy. It's clear? So, now potential energy we will begin tomorrow.